Okay guys, GK the Trader here. We're back here with another review. Okay guys, GK the Trader here. We're back here. Another review. It is October 5th, day before non-farm payroll. We're here on the daily time frame. Like I mentioned in the previous videos, we reached a significant target in a discount, and we have buy side trailing up here. I'm not saying non-farm payroll is going to trade up there, but it's a potential for sure. But this entire week I've just been relying more so on the hourly time frame to use as kind of like my daily time frame, quote unquote. But if you look here, we created a swing high here at this order block, massively displaced lower, cleared the sell side right here, previous week's low, and then we cleared this May low sell side and into this imbalance. And then if you want to see about yesterday's price action, you can check my review from yesterday, October 4th. Boom. If we take a look at NASDAQ, you can see it's a little bit more choppy, and you see why you have to rely more on lower time frames. We failed to take out the low here, so we have a short-term SMT divergence on the daily time frame. Down to the hourly time frame. Wednesday, continuously grinded higher. Worked up into this order block here. We had the new week opening gap here. NASDAQ got up there, which if we're excessively bearish, you would not want to see it return to new week opening gap on a Wednesday or a Thursday. So write that down. But right away, I'm going to go in. Here's that midnight opening. Right here at the London session is where I took my trade. We can expect some type of low to form from 2 to 5 a.m. In London session, it was a little bit past 5 a.m. where I took my trade. But nonetheless, I'm going to go ahead and measure out this candle. And you can see we traded to that midpoint. So that would be midpoint of the order block right here. And then take yesterday's New York session low to the high. You see we returned to equilibrium right there. Boom. Going down to the 15-minute time frame. I'm going to go ahead and pop on the executions. So I'm going to go down on the lower time frame just because it looks a little shaky. So I did get chopped up here. I took two relatively small losses. And then let me go lower. Boom, right here is where I got long on a turtle soup aggressive entry, 4280 right here. I was trying to kind of catch the low here multiple times, and I got stopped out for some relatively small losses. Finally caught that turtle soup low right here at 4280, and I got covered the whole way up here at 4301. So this will be 21 handles. And yes, this will be my new career high in terms of the largest trade I've caught on ES in terms of handles. Not the most money I've ever made on a trade, just the most handles. So 21 handles there. My previous record was 18. On NASDAQ, it's about 27. But anyways, pretty good trade. Let's just get back into the review. I'm going to take the executions off. I just always want to show you guys my trades just to so I'm not talking in hindsight and I'm actually trading the stuff. I'm not just coming back saying what's already happened and look like a genius. Alright, so we have this 15-minute order block here. Trade down. Reject off of this low, or off this order block. And then this small discount gap. Completely wick off that and close at the high, and then we get this change in the state of delivery above the 15-minute order block here. Okay. We had this imbalance up here, yes. Why was I holding past that? Because I was looking at the buy side up here. So there's going to be a lot of buy side resting above this midnight high. And why was I going for this high and not this one? My limit order was up here, my take profit. It's because I had it's at midnight where the high formed, and there's a lot more bodies. So majority of the bulk of the liquidity resides where there's a lot of bodies, not where the wicks are. It could have came up here. Yes, there's still liquidity up here. But if it really wants to go lower like it did in the New York session, it'll just come up and sweep the real liquidity and then immediately trade off. So with that being said, you can see here, we swept the sell side right here, came down to induce traders to keep getting short. Let's go on to the 5-minute time frame. We get this market structure shift here above this swing high. And then we return into this 5-minute imbalance. Boom. That's the first distribution long. Or not distribution. That's the first accumulation long right there. Boom. And then you're going to get covered right up at the buy side here. Let me get my little light bulb there. This represents a market structure shift above this high. And then boom, you're getting long here. If you're using multiple contracts, you absolutely would be taking a partial up here at this volume imbalance and then holding for the buy side up here. Second long you could have taken in this price swing is this imbalance here. Small little stop run within that. That's reasonable. Why did the stop run happen right here? Because we reached equilibrium. Nah, it must be a coincidence, huh? Anyway, take a look at this volume imbalance here. This will be our inversion volume imbalance. See that? Nice respect there. And then we have this order block right here. The first down close candle that's placed around equilibrium, you can expect that to be respected if it really wants to get to the buy side. So you see that? So that's it for the London session there. That's all I needed to take that trade there. Nothing complicated. So, with everything I just outlined there for the London session, you can see we came up and swept the buy stops that we wanted to see swept in the London session, and we're back above the midnight opening price. And what do we do above midnight opening price? Why do we return to it? To accumulate shorts above it. So, what happens right at 9:30? Prior to 9:30, pre-market comes down, matches its low to engineer liquidity, relative equal lows here. It's also going to be trailed sell stops below here for those who are buying. Right here. So this will be yesterday's PM session low. And then if we take our daily range here, high to low, you can see that was right in a discount, so that's why we'd be targeting that. Comes into a discount, retouches this old weekly imbalance, and you can see the precision off of that. So we're getting short up here and aiming for discount sell side, right? So boom, 8:30, we get that massive displacement, we match this low, we come the whole way up, trading into this 5-minute imbalance. You can see it trades way above it, but it closes within it, but we'll get into the 1-minute time frame and show you that. Comes the whole way up, takes out this rejection block here, so once it comes up here, trades down. So above the bodies, that'll be the rejection block, so it snags the liquidity up there above the bodies here. And then as soon as you see a closure within this 15-minute imbalance, that to me is like, okay, we're going for these lows and the discount sell side. So Okay, so I just went up a time frame, not down. Wrong way. Now, I'm not going short right in that 15-minute balance. No, that would be stupid, especially on a Thursday non-farm payroll, which surprisingly today was very clean. Both the London session and the New York session. Don't expect this to happen all the time because it's usually not like this the day prior. Anyways, we returned back above that 8:30 opening price, and then we traded that rejection block that I mentioned. And then we have this order block here, these two up-close candles. So multiple premium arrays that we're trading to, you'd want to see it find resistance up there. If it doesn't and it kept going higher, then we wouldn't be looking at lower prices. So buy side taken above here, premium arrays I mentioned, traded to. We get that massive displacement right after that 9:30 opening, right? We get back below the 15-minute imbalance, and what do? Within that, once we came back up to the 15-minute imbalance, we traded right up into this imbalance on the 5-minute time frame. That is a high probability short. And then you aim for the lows and then the discount sell side down here. If you didn't get this short and you waited a little bit and you wanted to get that 10 o'clock hour silver bullet, this here is another good short at this order block. So once we enter sell programs, you expect it to get below up close candles and respect those and trade off, right? And then coupled with this order block, we have this imbalance here. So another short that could have been taken there. And once again, you're aiming for the discount sell side. What discount on the daily range? So let me go back quick. See that? This entire price swing from Wednesday. So, enough said. Literally, this is all you need to know to take profitable trades on this day. All it takes is some discipline and patience. Okay, it's easier said in hindsight, obviously, but everything shown here is all that you really need. You don't need anything else. So enough said. I'm actually going to just flip the NASDAQ and briefly discuss something that I saw. So what do we do on NASDAQ? We cleared the buy side as well. I'm not sure if we got above this high, actually. So we did get above this high, so that would be a SMT divergence. So we swept both of the highs here. Back above midnight opening price. We get that massive displacement. Same thing. Everything I just said on ES applies to here. We have this breaker right here. Extend that out. See that? That's another premium array you could have traded with. Once again, daily range. Aiming for that discount sell side. So NASDAQ wanted that previous New York session low. Lots of sell side resting below there. Market structure shift below this swing low here on the 15-minute time frame. And then we come back up into this imbalance. And the 15-minute breaker. Beautiful. Everything's beautiful in hindsight, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't trade the New York session, but I did trade London, as you guys already saw, obviously. But no way in hell I'm trading the New York session after I catch 21 handles in London. Sorry, 21 handles is way more than enough. I don't need more than that. Anyways, comes up, smacks the high of that breaker, SMT divergence. ES took out this 830 high, as we weren't able to on NASDAQ here. Completely repriced this 5-minute imbalance in right here within the 15-minute imbalance. And where do we stop? Where do we find? Before I go to the lower time frames, look what we did. These two lines here. Let me buff them up a little bit. This is the current new week opening gap. So we found support, or not support, sorry. We found resistance within that after we swept the buy side within the new week opening gap. And then we break down below it, get below it, and then trade back up. And where you would want to be going short that I mentioned in ES, take a look where we stop. Almost stops dead in the tracks at right at the midpoint, right here at 9:30 a.m. Beautiful precision right there. Okay. So yeah, enough said there, guys. It's everything I used, or everything I saw at least, for today. Surprisingly, a beautiful trading day. And I will see you guys tomorrow on a live stream for Non-Farm Payroll. Peace.